The following is a special presentation of Tony Curry Radio.
It's my radio partner's birthday today. By the way, Lila asked me this morning, she said, does Dr. Josh work for you?
Yes.
And I said, no. I said he works on my company, with me on my company. I said, but we're a partnership.
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, but he comes over here and he works with you. I said, I'm not. She goes, aren't you his boss? I said, no.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You are, because whenever I bring up a topic and you're like, no, that's dumb.
No,
I don't bring up that topic.
No, I said, we're partners.
That's true.
So you turned 55 today. Happy birthday to you. You share birthdays with Morgan Freeman, Heidi Klum, and Marilyn Monroe.
I share birthday with some pretty...
Wood. Yeah, I have nobody.
Well, there's someone that must be
There's like one person. I think it's like Tommy Two-Tone or something like that on my birthday.
No, I'm very, I feel very lucky.
Yep.
Not just to be alive, but that I share with those people.
That's pretty.
And that's a cool group.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it.
So you were talking about shaving your ear hair and stuff, because as you get older it happens. I went and got a haircut the other day, and she's in my ear with that thing, and I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, dude, you got so much ear hair. And I'm like, really?
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I'm sitting next to a good-looking woman. I'm about ready to ask her for a number, and she's looking at it, and it looks like I got buckwheat in my eardrum. I'm like, really? And she's like, oh yeah, you got it. And so it's parts of your body you don't see, right? And I thought of this great idea. You could do like a kiosk at the mall or something. But sometimes, like Dr. Maria Mickey, who's a friend of mine, she did an updated procedure on me. I'm going to go see her tomorrow and get some before and after pictures, because I had my muffin tops taken off, and it's fantastic. It's great. Didn't do it for the weight, just did it for the inches. It's wonderful. And I know you had a procedure done several months back. So I'm always wondering what someone's feeling when they hug you.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. I think about...
Does that make sense to you?
No, it does. It does.
Because I went and met a woman at her place for dinner a few months ago, and when she hugged me, she kept kind of rubbing her hands on my back, and it was kind of weird, and I was like, is she trying to feel if I'm fat, or because maybe I'm hot, because I hide it pretty well because I'm a tall guy.
Yeah, your muscles, yeah.
And I was kind of like, it was just kind of strange. But she didn't pat me, because pat's bad.
Yeah.
But she did, and I was like, okay. So, and I was thinking to myself, because when you're standing there in the mirror and you're kind of feeling, you're like, but what does it feel like if someone else is hugging you? And what do you look like? Because most people don't know what they look like from behind. And the other day, and I got these pants at Kohl's from a gift card you got me for my birthday, and I wanted to know what my ass looked like.
Yeah.
Because I know I've got a 57-year-old ass. I did. I took a picture.
Wait, you want to know what it looked like in the jeans?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because they were kind of tough. When you get old man pants, 57-year-old, the crotch is usually a little lower.
Yeah, yeah.
And
that's why you get skinny
and your ass looks baggy. And I'll be honest with you, when I was younger, a lot of girls used to say I had a cute ass.
Yes.
You still have a cute ass because you work out, but my ass is kind of falling. So I'm thinking, I wanted to know what my ass looked like in my pants, and I took a picture. I thought, okay, this looks pretty good.
Yes.
But if you've ever seen a picture of yourself
hugging someone
or walking down the beach, you don't recognize yourself. You're like, that's me. Because you don't look like you think you look from behind,
and
because you're always looking at the front.
It's not necessarily bad.
So if you could do like some type of stucco. Something of your body, like they scanned your body, and they made a 3D image of your body, and put it in, and you could hug yourself. You could tell exactly how out of shape you are, where you maybe need some work. Wow, I didn't realize I felt like that down there. You know what I mean? That would be a great thing.
You think about this,
and so much to the ear hair thing, because I never looked in my own ears.
Right?
You ever see somebody that's got a really bad earwax issue, but they don't know it? And you're sitting there looking at them like you two look at the camera, and I'm going,
I know.
How do you not know you got all that ear? You can see it. It's falling out of their ears. They don't know. It's disgusting. And you don't want to tell them. It's not like a booger or something in their teeth.
It is like a booger.
It's
just like a booger.
And so you don't want to be that person that says, dude, you need to clean out your ears, because
I guess
it's very
it's not
personal.
like a booger, because if it was a booger, you could just you do this.
Well, if you get a booger or something in your teeth, you should see, because you're looking in the mirror, but you can't see your ears in the mirror. So we need to have some type of shop or something where we scan you, and you can look at your whole body from a 3D. We do 3D printers. Yeah. You can look at your body and go, holy crap, I didn't realize, because I got gray on the side. I looked at myself on Fox 6 last night. I'm like, geez, dude, I need to get that colored. It does not look good. So we should do a 3D body. what can we call it? Not body shaming. There's something that we could call it.
No.
Anyway, but I think if you did a 3D of your body where you could actually look at it from all angles.
But you can
and
now.
go, that's not me. And you're like, yeah, that's you.
Mirror. You go into a dressing room.
Yeah, but it's really difficult. Even if you're in a dressing room with 3 mirrors,
because
you can't really.
Yeah.
And you're taking of your hand. No, but if you could actually look at it, you could look from underneath, look from behind.
So when I see pictures of my back,
now a lot of people probably won't want to do that.
Right. When I see pictures of me from the back, my first thing, this is just me. I'm like, oh my God, I knew I was bald in the front, but like I didn't realize how bald it was the back. That's the first thing. There's
a lot of guys that got that spot and they don't know it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I know because of here that but I didn't realize how much is back here, of baldness. So that's the number one thing that I noticed. The other thing is, and you and I both have big noses, but we also both do enough video and TV. I'm always like, when I'm on Fox, the way the camera angle is, I'm always like, God, the older I get, the bigger my nose looks.
Your nose really isn't that big.
I have a hook. We call it the Gelfront hook.
Yeah, you have a little bit of like not big nose. And
I was very self-conscious.
Now, there are some times where if I'm cognizant of how big my nose is, it makes my nose bigger.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. It does.
Yes.
If you're talking to somebody and for some reason but then when I've seen myself, I mean, it's not like Greek freak kind of thing, but it's my nose. What the hell am I going to do?
Look, if you're a male and you're, well, God, even young men, you got to trim your ear hair. Because you'll get little tiny ones.
And you know where this is coming from? It's from my daughter.
Yeah.
She's so brutally honest about every inadequacy of my body. She's like picking my ears, and she's like, you pimple here. I'm like,
she's your daughter. She's your daughter.
Yeah.
My daughter's the same way, although the difference is, my daughter will do this. If I ask her, what do you think about whatever? She'll go, well, you need to fix it. She will initiate on wardrobe. And it's the same way. It's like, are you, you're not wearing that, are you?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I thought that was, no, Dad.
All right, so it's summertime, first full week with the kids. We were in like 4 or 5 different places yesterday. I was exhausted.
I saw you looked exhausted.
We went to Ed's. We went to a car wash. We did videos. We went to the pool. I did 3 different interviews yesterday. I worked. It was a full day. It was a great day. But I was kind of like, can we chill out, on Thursday? Of course, they want to go do things and we got some work to do. But the whole idea of trying to keep our kids busy. One thing is, I think what we do is we try to set things up, whether it's Vacation Bible School, whether it's
there's anything camps.
You want them to stay busy with maybe they don't play sports, and then you got a whole totally different thing, and you're trying to keep them busy. Psychologically speaking, is it important for parents to keep their kids busy? Because I know you're going to say boredom is a good thing, and
there's
not all the time.
Exactly. So it is important, particularly in these long breaks. It's not. I think the problem with busy is too much of a blanket term. Because you can do all kinds of things and get busy. And this is what we're going to talk about on Fox. Look, one of the easiest defaults now, and it's what we're not supposed to do, is here, you want to get busy? Here, go be on your electronic device. Yeah. And they'll stay busy for the entire day. Yeah. So that's busy. I think the thing that we get concerned about with kids is they need to be, just like all of us, their brains need to be engaged, not constantly, but throughout the summer doing something. We always would get concerned because of long summer breaks that, if they weren't reading, if they weren't doing some sort of cognitive, mental, challenging thing, they're basically, for lack of a better word, when they get back to school, they're just rusty. Their brains are rusty. Yeah. So that's why we always encourage, I don't know, you growing up, I grew up with 2 teachers, we had to read. We had to read 30 minutes every day. I hated it. I couldn't stand it. I would fight it. I'd get grounded. But we had to read every single day. That was sort of my mom's thing of being engaged. I do think it's important for kids to not spend an entire, 9 or 10 weeks on their phones doing only that. Yeah. But I also think that it is not necessary. It's not necessary to keep them busy for their well-being. We keep our kids busy a lot of times for our well-being.
True.
Which that's not a judgment. I mean, yeah, I got to work. What the hell am I going to do with my kid?
Yeah.
And again, like everything else, when you and I grew up, sure, there was sleepaway camp and there was day camp and maybe there was some sports camps. Now there's like camp for everything. And when we went, it was like a 6-week session, even if it was day camp. Now it's 4-day camp and it's aerial school camp and it's archery camp and it's painting camp, which again, those are not bad things. It's the same way I think about social media. It's that we get caught up as parents like, oh, well, I want to keep my kid engaged. And look, there's a ceramic camp.
I know parents that have calendars. Okay, well, the week July 7th, we got nothing planned. What are we going to do? I'm like,
right,
dude. They don't have to have something to do.
Exactly.
You don't have to have them do something. It's okay for them to sit around an entire day and do absolutely nothing.
Yes.
And sometimes, by going out and doing some strange, they'll have the best day of their life. And I never went. I had like 2 camps my entire life. Not my entire summer, my entire life. I had band camp and Camp Freelander. That was it.
But you didn't have any.
But those summers that I didn't have anything were the best summers of my life.
But you didn't have the big thing that is different for us as parents that our parents did not have was there was television.
Yeah.
And as we got older, but with our age, by the time we were kind of our own. I mean,
can you imagine right now? If we only had 3 networks,
well, that's what I'm saying.
Kids would know stuff. I'm serious.
No, they would. That's what I'm saying. They
would adapt. They would figure it out.
Right. They don't have to now because they do have entertainment. I mean, just take the simplest thing, depending on what your age. Let's just go cartoons.
Yeah.
Imagine if you, at age 10, if your parents said, I want you to go outside and play, and it's hot, right?
Oh, yeah.
I want you to go outside and play, or you can do whatever you want. And you had a device that, was like this big, and you can watch cartoons.
Yeah.
And they never ended.
Yeah.
What would you do? Most of us.
Yeah, you'd watch cartoons.
We would watch cartoons all day long, and then your parents would say, put that cartoon thing down and go play outside.
Yeah.
Why? It's hot. With my kids, again, my kids were raised here.
Yeah.
It was hot, actually, when we grew up, it was hot too. But we get so mad at our kids, tell them to go outside and play.
Yeah.
It's hot.
Yeah.
It is hot.
Yeah.
And by the way, I can sit on my phone and not be disruptive. I think that's another thing that parents have the dilemma of is God, if I let them play on their phone, they'll be quiet for 4 hours.
Yeah.
There's no fun.
Go look at a socially, economically challenged area of town and see what they do in the summertime.
Well, they still got the phones.
Some of them don't.
Most of them do.
They're on their bikes.
Yep.
They're finding baby kittens. They're going through weeds. They're creeking. We used to creek. Dude, let's go find a creek. We go find a creek. I mean, people are like, what?
No,
you go find a creek? Yeah, we used to go look. We used to go through the giant sewer pipes, the ones you could crawl through. Some of them were smaller, and we would find creeks, and we'd build dams, and we'd look for mud puppies, and we'd find baby crawdads, and we would spend an entire day doing it.
But you had nothing else to do.
But we loved it.
Because
I'm so
you
glad we didn't have phones.
But you had no alternative. Think about when MTV.
There were no fat children.
Think when MTV came out.
Yeah.
When MTV came out, again, you and I were older, so by then we were almost driving. We could do it. When MTV came out, I remember distinctly when I was a little kid, I couldn't wait after I'd been out all day. This is such an LA thing. Mm-hmm. My fondest memories of summer are taking a deep breath in and coughing. Because I spent between chlorine and smog in LA, I come back and then I'd watch cartoons.
Yeah.
But imagine when MTV came out, for example, then I could sit all day, and we all did. And we sat there all day, and we completely vegged out on videos. Yeah. That was the precursor to this. And so for parents, boredom is important, particularly for young kids. Boredom is very important because it's important for kids to learn to entertain themselves. And in this day and age, what you have to end up doing is being more extreme. What I mean by that is entertaining themselves is not looking on their phones. You're running an experiment. You take it away And then you force them to engage in what I call very primitive behaviors, which is figure out what to do.
There you go. We'll talk about it on Fox 6 this morning at 9:35. I think we're trying to do too much. And you bring up a great point. I think we're doing it for us more than them. It makes us feel better as parents.
Well, yeah.
When our kids are super busy because we look like we're more involved and we look like we're trying to do more for our children.
And we believe that they're better off for it.
I love it when someone says, "What you got planned for this summer?" Nothing. We got nothing. We're not doing it. I mean, no camps. You don't have a camp. You don't have that. No, can't afford camps. No, we're just going to hang out at the house.
Camps.
What are you going to do?
Camp Curry.
Maybe we're going to ride bikes, shoot hoops, creaking.
Creaking. That's so southern.
Go outside, take a deep breath, cough for a little bit.
That's what we did. Drink from the hose.
Well, that's the other
Drink
thing.
from the hose.
Drink from the hose.
That was the other thing. Come in. You want to come in? No, there's a hose right there. Yeah. We would never do that.
No snacks.
What?
No snacks.
No
snacks. No, we didn't do snacks.
Our parents, my mom would throw snacks. I mean,
we weren't allowed to go in our friends' houses. We weren't allowed to go. You're not coming in the house, even when it was raining. You kids ain't coming in the house.
Stay outside and play.
Man, the first time Santo, who's 18 now, brought his friends over, they ate me out of house.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of my refrigerator. I had 3 guys coming in my refrigerator every 5 minutes, taking everything.
Well, yeah, because
they're eating sandwiches, they're eating my pickles, they're taking my Pop-Tarts and my popsicles. I'm like, get the hell out. And I'm like, do you guys not eat at home? And they're like, well, yeah.
Yeah, but there's
different. Do you have anything to eat? And I'm like, no, I don't have anything to eat. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Get out of here. I just wanted the store. Seriously, I go to the store, drop $300 and it'd be.
That's not a new thing. That's it.
One kid came over and ate 1.5 pounds of my salami. I was like, dude, I just bought that salami. No, it's really good, Mr. Curry. Thanks. And he's running outside with a whole package of pound of
He's
salami.
polite. At least he was thanking you.
Shit, I'm like, stop eating my food.
My mom would get
One kid was using my microwave. I'm like, get out of my microwave. I need to reheat this. I'm like, no, you don't. Those are my wings from last night.
I need to
You're not reheat my food, dude. There's a frozen lasagna in the refrigerator. You want to eat that? Like, get out of here.
I need to reheat this. My friends would stand there with the refrigerator door open, the whole wasting energy. My mom would get she got pissed at me.
Yeah.
But it was even worse when my friends would be like, hey, hey, they used to call her Arlene. Hey, Arlene, you got anything to eat? And they'd stand there with the refrigerator, and I would start getting nervous. They're like, close the door, dude, close the door, close the door. She's going to get mad. She's a teacher. She's going to yell at you. Close the door. Well, I don't know what I want. I'm telling you, here she comes. Close the damn door.
You know anyone that's got one of those refrigerators you tap, you can see the inside of it?
Yes, I don't. But
whoever came up with that idea is brilliant, but I don't know if he's catching on. I mean, if you have to have something where you can look what's inside your refrigerator by tapping it, so
you actually can inventory it on your phone then too. So you actually don't have to look in the refrigerator. Your phone will tell you.
Yeah.
By the way, if it's your birthday, Publix, you can go get a pastry.
Just a pastry?
Or ice cream.
Hey, the last time I got a cake there, the bakery woman picked up the cake. She bought the cake for me.
Why? Well,
probably because she thought I was pathetic.
You're famous at Publix.
No, I had to order my own cake. She's like, why do you always order your own cake? I said, because no one ever orders a cake
for your birthday? You had to order your own cake?
I've ordered my own cake for 10 years.
Why don't you tell me? I'll order you. I always get you birthday presents. I can get you a cake.
No, it's okay. I mean, I know what I want. But
I'm
going to have a cake. Now, if I was alone and didn't have kids, I'd probably get a cake.
Yeah, because if you order yourself a cake, well, I guess that's okay. You order a cake on your birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you, brother.
All right, watch us on Fox 6 this morning at 9:35. Make sure you download the TKR app, Tony Curry Radio. Laura, hold on.
It is Laura Dew.
Is that Laura Dew? Laura Dew, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, Laura Dew used to work up at a radio station.
Oh, I thought you liked me.
Woo! She was a great salesperson and even better looking. She was rocking. I got a picture.
Why are you talking to me? She's looking at you right now.
Laura Dew, I'm like, I want to keep talking just because I know Laura Dew's watching. She was awesome, man. She was young, and Tina Johnson was one of our salespeople on Laura Dew and Tina Johnson. She was kind of learning under Tina Johnson and Laura Dew. I want to see if she'll comment here, but man, she was.
She's watching. She sees your ear.
She was great.
She sees your ear.
Laura,
hair.
I'm single, by the way. If you're
Annie's freshly cleaned his ear hair.
There you go. Yeah, and if you hug me, you don't feel anything weird. I'm good. All right, thanks for watching this morning. Appreciate you. Check out Tony Curry Live. Check out the Kurre and Klapow Show. Mission Minded, Students of the Game, Winning Room with Stuart Rome. Live Wire Wednesday last night was fantastic. We did a great show brought to you by Southern Precision Staffing. We have Need to Know with Kip Keefer. We have the Keefer and Curry show. We have the Austin Hank show. We have the Damon Johnson show. We have tons of shows. Go to the Tony Curry Radio podcast and check out all of our shows on Spotify or wherever you get your podcast, and download the TKR app. You'll be doing me a service by helping me out, and you'll get some great classic rock and roll to boot. We'll be on Fox 6 at 9:35 this morning. Bless you. Love you.
This has been a special presentation of Tony Curry Radio.